Geno Pettis Adventures. I'm still Geno. This is Bill. And today I'm going to unroll I've had a lot of input from you guys about my tour and my packages. And so I have the Retire Now tour that we are going to unfurl today, but we're going to say hi to Bill first, and then we'll get into what my package is all about. How you doing, Bill?
Geno, I'm fine. I've got a very strange story for you this morning. I was up at my usual time, about 5:30, and saw that the bird feeders were empty. So I decided, instead of waiting, well, they weren't empty, but the birds really got into them yesterday. And I decided, instead of waiting for the rest of the day, I would go out and I'd fill them up. And while I was doing that, one of those wild little canaries came along, those brilliant yellow ones like the flag behind you, perched on my shoulder and whispered in my ear that Geno Perez had finally got his all-inclusive package together. Now, here we are talking about it. Don't you think that that's a strange incident? That's highly coincidental.
Yeah, she left her early. I fed her well so she could make the tour. But yeah,
So
thanks,
she could
Bill.
fly.
Yeah, it's taken a while. Bill's been giving me hell, but we're old guys. We work when we want to work, and we want to work. So here you go with the tour. So I don't know. Should I put this up on the screen?
Should you?
Yes.
Well, if you can, and if it's readable, I think people would like to see what you have to offer.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can do that. Bear with us just a second. We're both technically challenged, but we'll do my best to get this to you. So I know that's not very good. Let's see how that is.
Yeah, it's unreadable, Geno.
How about there, Bill?
Still, but
Can you
you're
read it or
dealing
not?
with, well, not really, but you're dealing with old eyes. So
Okay.
maybe,
Well,
and this is probably going to appeal mostly to old eyes. So
okay. So we'll ban that for the moment. And
yeah, I think you
so
can.
I'll just read it to you. I'll just go. It's pretty straightforward. And
Yep.
basically, Bill has got more of an urban tilt to his thing, and mine is not an urban tour. It'll be 7 days and 6 nights in the heart of Colombia. And if you will go down and register your email with me to opt in, I'll send you a copy of this brochure, or just send me an email. You guys all know my email, GenoPerez51@gmail, and I will send you a copy of this brochure so you'll know what we're talking about. And then, if you like it, you can contact me. My phone number's all over everything. My email's all over everything. Please don't just leave a comment. It's really difficult to have communications when you're commenting and I'm commenting back, because it's just difficult. So please use an email. Please use a phone call. And here we go. So you're going to get 7 days and 6 nights in the heart of Colombia, and you're going to land in Bucaramanga. And I'll pick you up at the airport, me or my crew, but it'll probably be me, and bring you to San Gil. And there's a lot of stuff to see between Bucaramanga and San Gil. You've got the Pescadero, you have the cable car that comes from the Mesa de los Santos, you have the hang gliders, there's a lot of stuff that can be seen, but you're going to probably be pretty tired and have jet lag coming into Bucaramanga. But we're going to come on over to San Gil and come up to my hotel here between San Gil and Valle de San Jose. And so this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a U.S. expat guide and driver. It's included in the price. Always be safe, practice plan included, so we're always aware of what's going on and how to stay safe. And if you have a question, Bill, just jump in, okay? Invaluable information from yours truly is always included. Airport
Gino,
pickup and
if
return.
if I can say something, it's more a comment. I read about your package, and I mean, if I can categorize it, I would call it semi-rural. I would love to give people and I know you're going to talk about it. I would love to give people the finca hotel Colombian food type thing that you're offering, but it's just very, very inconvenient for me, and I have to stick to what you might call traditional hotel or maybe a furnished apartment. But I really like your slant on where you're going to where you're going to accommodate people.
No,
I wish I
thanks.
could do it.
Yeah, because I don't think, if there is one, I don't know of it. It doesn't mean that there isn't one, but I don't think there's a tour like this in the country.
I wouldn't think so.
Led by an expat, all the transport's included, the hotels included, room and board, and all meals are included, daily tour, pickup and delivery. We're gonna go see 4 or 5 of the towns in the area. We're gonna see some of the highlights, some of the waterfalls, some of the caves, some of the local culture. If you're in the mood to go inspect some houses for rent or some fincas for rent, we can do that. If you have, we'll get all your questions answered. If I can't answer them, Bill can. Or if he can't answer them, we'll find somebody that will. And you're gonna get all of this for $1,995. And I don't want this to sound like a television commercial, but it's $19.95. And if you want to bring a friend, if you want to come as a couple, you can for $500 more, or $24.95, call it $2,500. You can come for 7 days and 6 nights, and you don't have to stick your hand in your pocket to pull money out once if you don't want to. If you want to buy tourist stuff, if you want to buy beer, you're gonna have to buy your own beer. If you're a cigarette smoker, you're gonna have to buy your own cigarettes. But other than that, I've got it. So that's all included in this package. And if you want to stay longer, if you want to stay a month or 2 or 3, there are huge discounts involved in that. And I can hook you up because that's what my hotel ladies love to do. And we take you, when I mentioned the always be safe practice plan, that's pretty much Gino taking you under his wing and not letting you do stupid stuff where somebody's going to rob you. Like,
Gino, there's three big things with your package. Number one, from most places in the United States, including airfare, you might be looking at $3,500 for a couple. And that leads me to the second thing.
Say that again, Bill. Say that again.
From most places in the United States, with the airfare return, they're going to do your package as a couple for probably $3,500, or maybe even a couple of dollars less. It's a great bargain. And that leads me to the second thing, in that when they leave here, they are going to have years of experience in what you need to do to enjoy your life in Colombia. There's a lot of things to enjoy, but there's some things that you really don't want to experience that they can rely on you for. The biggest thing for me is the tour guide is English speaking. That's a tremendous advantage, a tremendous benefit. How many times have we all been on little tours? I was on Venezuela. I've been on them in Mexico and a couple of other countries, Cuba, and the tour guide only speaks Spanish. Here you are from airport to airport, and you're talking in the language of the visitors. I think that's huge.
So where else, Bill, are you going to find, you're going to get your information from people with boots on the ground, and you're going to have your own boots on the ground.
Right.
You're gonna get to
Right.
see it and live it and breathe it and feel it. You know, I can tell you about a three-way traffic junction with 50 motorcycles, 4 semis, 37 taxi cabs, and us trying to get through the intersection. But it doesn't have the same impact as you're sitting there trying to get through the
Yeah,
intersection.
you have to experience it.
You have to experience it, and it's not a bad experience. It's pretty amazing. I watched that whole scenario the other day, and traffic was flowing. They actually threw a traffic cop in, and it slowed it down. So
Well,
I
you know
don't
what?
know.
Go ahead.
I don't know how it works, but it does. And you need to see that for yourself. You need to see where I live for yourself. I can't explain to you the beauty of this outfit, just like Bill. Bill can't explain to you the beauty of Armenia. Well, he could try, but there's only one way to see it, and that's live it. And it's just like I say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And this is the first day of the rest of your life. So get off your butt, get off the couch, get an airplane ticket, and tell me when you're coming, and we'll have a wonderful week or 2 or a month or 2 months or whatever you want. But I guarantee you the 7 days, you'll love them. So,
Well, Gino, the
Go
other
ahead,
thing,
Bill.
and you kind of touched on it now with extending the period of time that they'd be here. Your week is going to be a great orientation for them. I'm offering in my package, because it's more an urban type thing. I'm offering like a 2-hour sit down where we get to know each other and talk about things in general. But your orientation is, well, I guess mine does turn into somewhat of an orientation too, but people with your package are going to have a pretty good working knowledge of Colombia. Say they wanted to come for 10 days, they spend a week with you, and they fly to Cali for 3 days, or Santa Marta or Cartagena. They're pretty well prepared to go off on their own for 3 or 4 days.
oh yeah,
After a week
their
with
darts are
you.
not going to get in trouble after me. And you're going to get your orientation driving from Bucaramanga to San Hill, because that's an adventure and an event in and of itself.
Well, I just, and I'm just thinking of it now. If you think of someone, of a couple coming here cold after 7 days, or as opposed to a couple spending 7 days with you, there would be one huge difference in
Oh, yeah.
in everything, So I think it's a great idea. I really do.
Okay, so like I said, what you need to do, email me, Geno, Geno, Perez, Perez 51 at gmail.com, or call me at area code 505-501-8889, 505-501-8889, and that's toll free for you. It's just like I was sitting in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's just a cell phone call away. So guys, remember, Bill, thank you for your input. I appreciate it. Remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. And Bill?
And we'll see you on the flip side.
See you later.